So what we've done is we've taken a bowl, and in a bowl I took about 1 cup of water. This is the size of the cup. And then we took 1.5 teaspoons of sugar and about 113 grams of butter, and we've mixed it all together, and we will let it come to a boil. So you bring your water and butter mixture to a boil like this. Let it just boil completely. So you remove it off the heat, and then you add 1 cup of flour and mix it really well. And this is where you'll have to really use your hands quickly and mix it really well. You will see that the flour leaves the pan, and this is when you know that the mixture has been mixed properly. Once your mixture has cooled down for about 5-10 minutes, then you start adding the eggs one by one. So I'll take 1 egg at a time and I'll mix it really well. In total I'm going to take 3 eggs. The mixture may look a little weird, but when you mix it together, it'll all come together. Just mix it well together. This may require a little bit of effort once you put the eggs. So I've put 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk. Just bring it all together, and trust me, it will come together. So after the mixture has been mixed with the eggs, you take a piping bag with a round nozzle, something like this, and you fill in your piping bag. So you take a baking tray. I've lined it with parchment paper and greased it with butter, and we'll start making round balls just like a hazelnut size, and make sure you keep a gap of 3 centimeters. Line your rolls. Just take a spoon, a tip of a spoon, dip it in water, and very lightly just tap the top of your roll. So that once it's baked, you won't really see a peak. And the same size. And another tip would be to just take egg yolk and brush it a bit with the egg yolk. So this way what will happen is all your profiteroles will have the same beautiful color. My oven is already preheated, and now we will bake the profiterole for about 20 minutes at 220 degrees Celsius, and then after 20 minutes we will bake it at 180 degrees for another 20 minutes or until golden brown. So meanwhile I have prepared my chocolate sauce. This is how the consistency of the sauce should look like. So on a double broiler I melted some chocolate, added a little bit of sugar, and very little sugar in fact. You can even skip the sugar, and mixed it with fresh cream. And then you just mix it all together. So once you on a double broiler, when you cook your chocolate, bring it down and add the cream later on. And this is how the consistency should look like. Perfect. Okay, so my profiteroles are ready. They have been baked, and this is how they all look like. So we'll let them cool down for a bit, and then we will start with our chocolate and cream glazing. What I've done is I've taken my profiteroles and I have just sliced them. As you can see, they are so soft and fluffy. Now I could not get a heavy whipping cream, so I used the normal regular cream, and as always it won't whip properly because it's runny. But nevertheless, what I've done is I've whipped it with some vanilla extract and some sugar. I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put it inside my profiterole. Since it's a runny cream, it won't really stay properly and it may ooze out, so we'll put very little of it. But if this was a proper whipped cream, then you could have taken a piping bag and you could have just added like a blob of whipping cream. Now what we'll do is we'll take our profiteroles and we'll dip them in our chocolate sauce. Alright? So you take them and we just place them back on our be very careful because you have it sliced in the center. So I'll use both my fingers and I'm gonna just I love this part. I think this is so much fun for kids. And this is how I have made a mountain of my profiteroles. And this is how they look like. Aren't they yummy?